my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here is your daily technical analysis of stock index futures. I'll start with UK FTSE futures. A second highest open and the third highest high ever in this market. Yet in the end, what I really want to take away from this was how yesterday was a combined key reversal down and bearish engulfing pattern. The tail on the action was also quite large, dropping down to the short moving average before moving back. A small consolation to the bulls out there, I suppose. This comes in the wake of the key reversal up and bullish separating lines pattern only made 2 days prior to recent sessions. It seems this market's high was again affected by the same toxin that hit the previous sessions back at the beginning of May. I've recently pointed out that back that time in May, when the market tried a similar move higher, the following week after ended up as a weekly key reversal down. Now I have concerns that we might see a repeat of this, as we are indeed set this week for a weekly key reversal. You see, if we close tonight either over 70.25 or below 70.05, then we'd be on. Interestingly, despite yesterday's action, we're currently looking at a weekly key reversal up. Now, one final point. Yesterday's close was also back down below the broken upper time, currently at 70.74 of this broken but still seemingly effective December 2020 to late January 2021 bullish shift pitchfork. This is something to consider carefully today. Further overhead, we have the May high at 71.43, next to the lesser projected Fibonacci level at 71.42, and with the 50% projected Fibonacci level just a little higher at 72.14. Now so far today, a lower open and a small dip towards the short moving average below, but hardly worth a mention right now, as the market is unchanged from the open and looking like an indecisive doji cross right now. Now this indecisive action today just mirrors the larger intraday indecision we've seen in recent days. German DAX futures. A combined key reversal up and possible hanging man pattern yesterday. Now hanging man patterns are usually seen as bullish as well. The market edged higher enough that we had a second highest high and high close ever, as well as a close up over the projected 50% Fibonacci line at 15.629. However, there's always a however, the market has still stayed within the recent rising wedge pattern, currently 15.397 to 15.692. The recent overall move higher was, as have all the moves up during and since May, originated from the compound weekly key reversal up made in the first 2 weeks of May. Further below, we still have the rising short medium moving average, currently at 15.223, and its partner, the late October 2021 today uptrend, currently at 15.217. Looking ahead, the potential is still nevertheless there for a try higher, possibly towards target X1 in the 15.800 area, a more recent topside target for the small diamond continuation pattern. However, in between there, as you can see, a lot of things in the way. Now, so far today, much like FTSE futures, a slightly higher open, test up to the 50% projected Fibonacci line before an about face and drop down through yesterday's low. And looking very much right now as if we may have a reactionary key reversal down and a bearish engulfing pattern. If we close tonight either over 15.630 or under 15.565, then we'd be on for a daily key reversal. If we close tonight below 15.560, then we'd have also a bearish engulfing pattern. Things to watch out for. E-mini S&P futures. A contrary bearish engulfing pattern yesterday and a third consecutive close. Back below the broken lower time, currently 42.23 of the December 2020 to early February 2021 bullish Andrews pitchfork. I will likely retire this pitchfork next week, as it really is doing no good hanging around now. There was also a close back down below the 100% projected Fibonacci line at 42.02, and prices pierced but did not close below the nearby 50% projected Fibonacci line at 41.83. It was, as I wrote yesterday, seeming indecision, in parts on a daily and more than daily level. I have to keep reminding myself of my earlier phrase, that you do not go around creating key reversals up, 2 within the last week and a key reversal down this week as well, unless you suspect something is behind it. So far today, a slightly lower open and a dip below the 50% projected Fibonacci line before moving back up and stopping just before the 100% projected Fibonacci line overhead at 42.02. French CAC 40 futures. A strange confusion of action yesterday. On the one hand, it was the highest open and highest high ever, ending up as an outside day with a second consecutive close over the nearby 50% projected Fibonacci line at 64.80 and looking like a possible hanging man pattern. Now, hanging man patterns are usually seen as bullish. Then on the other hand, it was still an outside day, but also a bearish opening black Mariposa that could also be seen as a possible bearish belt hold pattern, though I personally would not see it as such. It would be a step too far for me. So you can see my dilemma. Yesterday's action was all things to all market players. Each could take what they wanted and discard the rest. Overall, the move higher was still well within the recent broken bullish shift pitchfork in between the lower time, currently 64.66, and the middle time overhead, currently at 65.98. Just please remember, all this action is set in the frame of the recent weekly key reversal up. So far today, slightly lower open, but then a small move back up. We seem right now to be capped by yesterday's all-time high at 65.19 and held up by the projected 50% Fibonacci line below at 64.80. Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyright Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final bit.